Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Monomyth. And as we gaze at the evil slime monsters that may very well be our doom, I'm going to point out that apparently I missed something rather obvious in the last episode, so we're going to go back and delay the inevitable, possibly even opening up another avenue of exploration and enjoyment. Let's head back through here, because climbing up that little bit of wall to those steps is rather undignified. Also, looking for any obvious secret buttons on the walls and not finding any. There's one there, obviously, but I don't see how we get to that from this side. Through that door, yes. That does not look like it opens from the other side. But it's worth pointing out that in the last episode, in a room with a fireplace and the harp, which is right here, I missed something rather obvious on the table. There we go. It has now been gathered up. A key to the lower bastion. Of course, reminded of Bastion and Balthazar Bucks from the Neverending Story. Yeah, those of you who only watched the film might not be aware of his full name. Or the fact that the story was originally set in Germany and not someplace in America. Actually, ironically, I believe it was filmed in Germany and then overdubbed with, like, American accents. While it's probably blatantly that door over there, I'm going to try this one first. Nope, just in case. Because this key may open somewhere rather important, possibly even that gate over the way there. There we go. I will now close that door, so that if anyone happens to venture in, they'll find no evidence of me coming this way. Now, more lockpicks, because we have so many. And this is locked, but if we keep exploring we might find a way around the slime. We have bread and not moth dust, unfortunately. Okay, so I've been playing Skyrim. I want to mouse over barrels to see if they're empty or not, forgetting that in this game we can't open the barrels, we can just move them around or smash them to bits. Lights on. Looks sus. Seems almost impossible. Well, that, just in case. Much too complicated. Okay. Well, we've opened up this chamber. It hasn't availed us much. But we've done something, at least. Is there a way? I think the answer is a definite no, by the way. To drop down from above into that chamber. Well, this wouldn't quite be above it. And this is, of course, locked. I don't want to go through the whole complex up here again, but I want to see if there is an obvious... This would possibly be above a portion of that chamber. So, no. No obvious means of descent. At least we've opened up a little side key at a side chamber, and that key may be used for another lock as well. It has also been suggested that I pick up a powder keg, light the fuse of a powder keg, pick it up, and run and throw it towards the slime. If a fuse burns for about 2 or 3 seconds, it's rather unfeasible. However, what I can do... So... I don't think that doorway is there. I think it's in there somewhere. That is way too far over to be the flight of stairs that leads down to that chamber. I don't know, there's a bit of a hallway first, isn't there? It's possible. It's also possible that I could magically enhance myself to leap up to that balcony. But it's quite a large jump. And there's something floating there that looks like a spell scroll, presumably on some manner of table or something. I'm not even going to pretend I can climb that. Even standing on top of the sacks. Which are not called Andrew. But the lower bastion key probably won't open this. This looks very religious, even if we ignore the cross, the sunburst has that look to it. And there's me learning controls again. Okay. How do we best fight slime monsters? Generally, bashing, heal, 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 and purify afterwards. With 2 of them, it may be impossible. We can try stealth. And that's probably not a bad idea, unless they notice us, in which case it would be a terrible idea. But we've been able to sneak past them once before on the way in, just not back on the way out. Now. Oh no, wait, I think we failed to sneak past them before. But it was... they gave up the chase. Yeah, we failed. Okay. Okay, if I just run in and fail miserably... Ah, hello. What the fuck am I doing? I'm not doing any... Fuck off! Right. Okay, this is hurting a lot less now, but there's only one of them. Now, I will take this, and this. I don't know how I got lockpicks up, but I will be grateful to be alive. You know what else I'll do? With these dead bodies down here? I think these dead bodies were zombies originally, and they got up and started coming out to fight. And that there might have been just one green slime. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm remembering the old. Give me healing spell, please. The slime looks horribly mobile. It is very concerning. Now. Of course, now these are not threatening at all. And by memory, up that way there's a little sort of mine section with a bit of gunpowder possibly first. I think some rats, a wastelander guard near the entrance. Then a sort of sneak around in the mines and fight some rats section. And we're just going to get this back and get our light spell ready. Which does require a rather large amount of focus. Hey, Ratus. Meat shield. This would be the shield that doesn't seem to work very much. That rat's got a massive knockback on it. For some reason. Ugh, okay. Well. And then what we do is open our inventory. And eat a mushroom, apparently. So, hello. That's obviously climbing space. But why? And of course, more locked things. Very locked, in fact. Now, come on, I'm right here. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Come on. Do I have to use a fucking barrel to... Wow, it does not want to let me climb up there. There's probably nothing there. Just get us to the top of that wall. Then we could probably get down a bit. I know we can walk across that bridge and there's a few huts there. There's like zombies in a bit. Wait. Is that a chest? Oh, no, it's mushrooms. Okay. Well now. We have survived the horrific ordeal. This one is not locked. And we got an explosive keg. Which we may be required to use in the near future to blow up a wall. Because remember, this was originally a tutorial area. It's like we go in there, we face a wastelander, then there's like a dungeon mine section where we get to... I think... I think after that we get into a section similar to the fortress with a kitchen where we can... Yeah. Gotcha. And my shield needs repair. That's not good. Unless there's a forge nearby. Little place we could sneak around a bit here. Not amazingly well. And our shield is damaged. Now I want to be careful because it's not only the best shield we've got, it's also the only shield we've got. So there's a replacement. It's also damaged. But given that shields don't seem to have stats as such, defensive stats, and it's just a do you block or do you not. That's not a doorway, it's just a wheel to lower the portcullis, which probably at the moment is not a particularly bad idea. Okay, we'll have some bread as well. And explore in this direction in hope of finding a forge. Instead we find a missing lever. I believe this is a lift that we can cool down once we have the lever to repair it. Which will not be found through this doorway but through the other one. And standing here when the lift comes down is probably pretty fatal, to be honest. I think we pull the lever up there, then walk down and get on the lift when it gets to the bottom. Obviously, we require a missing lever. More importantly, we probably need to go back and offload some of his stuff. But I rather want to explore a little further. Yep, that's what we're going to have to blow up. Keep out rats. As in, this is placed here to keep out the rats. We clearly want to get in there and open that chest and get that. This is a very high quality lock, probably requiring a key. I mean, they've given us more lockpicks. And we could just... yeah. Okay, game. Okay, I can take a hint. We could just store things in the chests. How close are we to leveling? Not very. Should have paid more attention to the bubble. Okay. So, given that we're not going to be increasing our carrying capacity anytime soon, it may be wise to lighten our load. Unfortunately, it's a long way back to the nearest trader. And storage items such as chests and boxes abound. So I'm going to go and rejig my spellbook slightly. Because I have a barrel to deliver. Although that may not be wise. It might be better off to just go straight up the lift. I have the lever already now. So why would I do this? I think... nope. I should find out. Wait. Candle. Candle. I presume I could light a torch, light it, and back away over here. Or... I could utilize my power as an amazingly talented magician, allegedly. And be aware that I have now made quite a lot of noise. Huh. No. What's this? Lesser lightning. Continuous stream of crackling electrical energy, damaging anything in its path. Intriguing. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Okay. All right. Soul Surge, we know that. Alright. Get back there, please. I'm sure that lesser lightning spell will come in very useful in the future, but for now... done again. We're popping you in the box as well. I'm reasonably sure there's no friendly NPCs in this area, unless it's changed significantly since the last time I was here. In theory, that is a known content, a known direction, a known quantity. Whereas this is the unknown. And hello! We get a shrine. How delightful. We now have a save point. That is inside this mine rather than outside there, in case we'd somehow managed to sneak past the slime without attracting its attention. This door, I imagine, can only be opened from the other side and is presumably locked to us. And hello! This body had a short sword, which was our first proper weapon in the old demo. Not that we're going to keep it, it's probably going in that chest back over there. In fact, if this rat doesn't want to come and play, I may very well be doing that in the very near future. Hello, rat! Come and play. I've got a shield. Blind? You're a very mangy looking rat. I'd have to be really desperate to use that meat. This one does have some similar markings, but they're not. Oh! Wow! You caught me somewhat by surprise there. This looks intriguing. What was it? Experience points? I do believe we just picked up somebody else's experience points that were left for us. About 700 less what we got from the recent fighting. Hello. Looks very nice. And this no, not our one-way door. Okay. That door looks like... This rat looks like it'll be trouble. Not because I think it's particularly tough or anything. Mate, are you gonna... What? Its eyes stopped glowing red, and I can talk to it. That is very new. Apparently it's a Larian game now.
Please, spare my life and I will tell you a secret. I don't even have a name.
Very well. Talk.
A few days ago I found a dead human guard near the cave's entrance. He had a shiny key on him. I decided to bury it between 3 pairs of glowing mushrooms in a cave east of here.
Yeah, I can't really get east. Good, I will leave you alone. Fine, now die. That's supposed to be a secret? If I was you, I'd come up with something better fast.
No! Please don't hurt me. I'll tell thee everything. I buried another treasure, a powerful object I borrowed from one of the wizards that lived in the castle above. I hid it in the eastern end of a cliff, south of the Bastion. It's beneath a circle of mushrooms.
So, 3 pairs of glowing mushrooms, circle of mushrooms. Okay, well, I can trade? Dear rat, you have no coins, but I will give you rat meat. So yeah, east is like this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hang on a minute. There's more than 3 pairs. At the bottom of the cliff south of the Bastion. Now, again, we are not even remotely east. And this way is blocked by a locked door. Which we could demolish, if we so desired, with fire or a weapon. And it's worth remembering we don't really have a map of this area. But if we head back out here, let's pop the sword in the chest. Incidentally, the way that almost every sword fight ended in any fantasy film between the two original Conan the Barbarian movies and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. In the intervening years, and no, I'm not counting Highlander as fantasy, it's more like modern urban fantasy, which is a different category. But anyway, so end of a cliff south of Bastion, and that's the lower Bastion key, so end of a cliff, circle of glowing mushrooms. They're not really glowing, are they? Do I have to... I can. Right. I mean, that's for Bastion. Okay. So this would then be west of the Bastion, not south, right? It seems we have a number of options available to us. Firstly, the rat is lying to save its skin. Secondly, the rat is shit at directions and doesn't know its north from its south, from its east. Or even west for that matter. Thirdly, it's referring to a location I have not yet approached. And with that being the most charitable option, and the one which still offers some opportunity for the rat's words to have some grain of truth to them, it's the one I think I should, regrettably, go with. And I know there's mushrooms growing on that ledge up on the cliff, but I have to ask myself, how would the rat get up there? That is a very high climb. What would I do? Would I climb up there? I would climb up to there and jump across. Got it. That would be these crates, which the game is not allowing me to climb currently. I would probably need to lighten my load significantly by, let's say, a weapon and a shield. And even more besides. Okay. So let's say I go like this. And then, like that. And like there are 2 harpy roots. And a king's herb. And nothing else. No circles of mushrooms, no, no obvious dig spots. And also, no obvious way for a rat to get up there. With that established, it's time to gird myself in armour, clad against the harms that approach us, the harm ships, let's say. Yeah, harm ships. The harm ships that oppose us. And prepare to do our duty to them with the mace. More importantly, we'll explore the caverns a little more, but I do have the broken lever which I can use to bring down the lift. Again, how would the rat have got up there? It probably would have scurried up there when someone came down on the lift and went up on it again later on. At some point in the past. Yes, later on in the past. I know. It was after them coming down, okay? This is assuming that the top is the lift's natural position, which is probably far from the truth. And hello. Yeah. We have a way down. Not that I'm that inclined to take it just yet. As this does not descend, but rather on the contrary, ascends in an upwards direction. It's also heading east. If we come upon a cave with 3 pairs of glowing mushrooms, we shall know... Oh, hello. Yes, fight me one at a time in a narrow tunnel. Ah, shit, shield's broke. Yep, my cheap-ass leather shield that I had no intention of keeping has given me the opportunity to eat some bread. It's also given me the opportunity to nip back down and collect another leather shield, and to realise how close to being destroyed my metal shield was. Hello. That looks like I'll be getting up there at some point in the near future. I wonder if that will come up inside the fortress behind the locked door I was unable to open. At which point, having this key to open the door to get out instead of opening the door to get into that one little room would probably be a highly beneficial situation. Can I? Oh, come on, I don't like that one there. There's even a spade right here for digging. Meaning that the rat's advice is clearly intended to be acted upon. I'm supposed to go around this place digging like crazy in the hope of uncovering... Look, that is east. I'm terribly sorry, but... this may be the caves of which the rat spoke. This looks like someone should be mining here with some kind of pickaxe. Doesn't mean that the someone should be us. I see glowing mushrooms. Okay, this looks rather unsafe. Oh. Well, at least... if we call this 1 pair of glowing mushrooms, 2 pairs of glowing mushrooms, where would the 3rd pair be? No, I don't want to put it on the ground. Hello. That would be that key. Now, where did you say this was for? East of the Rat's Cave, there is a cavern with 3 glowing mushrooms. There is a treasure buried between them. Wasn't he much more specific about a key belonged to one of the wizards who lived in a fortress up above? But storage. Yes, I am going to run all the way back to the... Hello, can I just... There is no pickaxe. It's possible I could have got through here without using the explosive yet. It would be really nice to get... I've just realised how far back I'd need to go to get to a armourer who could... I'd have to go all the way to the castle. The big castle. You know the one. Or find a forge where I could repair things myself. I don't think there was one in the hideout where some people were surviving. But it would be really nice to be able to... Hang on. Because there was another one here, wasn't there? Okay. I'm going to check the door the key might fit. It says storage. This does appear to be a sort of storage area. Actually, there's more than one door. So I'll be a little bit longer searching. While I do, I should consider my options. Okay, I tried. Hey, what about this one? Or any of them for that matter. How about this little one tucked under here? It's probably not for any of these doors. In fact, there's a distinct chance it is supposed to help me. What was that? It was after I stopped running, there was a heavy footfall. It did not sound like mine. Probably was now, at this rate. And we have the harp there in the corner. And we have some option to play the harp. Although the reason for doing so and result for doing so continues to elude me. But we do have a number. Whoa! Of locked doors. Wait. Lift. Lever. Right? But it can't be this lift. Tried. Because, hello. And we're back out here again, okay. Only 2 doors in this chamber. So be it. And there's one more to check the key on. Thankfully, it does not work. If it had, that would have been rather disappointing. Instead, we shall hope for ways to open these up. Oh, wait. The drop down. Yes. I think I should. But wait, I have an even better idea. If I'm going to drop down that hole in the floor, and I have a lever that can be used to repair the lift, and I can stick it in there without pulling it, despite all the temptation that will obviously bring, I will have more space where I was carrying that lever to carry whatever may be down at the bottom of that hole. Also, with there being no easy way up, that hole appears to be a point of no return. So I should probably save before dropping down there. For now, though, I'm going to do this. Because I said I would. There. And then I'm going to resist temptation and stride boldly away, knowing that the lever is there now, waiting for me to approach it at any point in the future and place my hand upon it lovingly and heave with all my might, or as little maybe require. Hey, this could be storage. Probably won't be. It was! Well, in that case, we want this, don't we? Zetra. Oh, we have that one already, don't we? We do. So that's not going to get us anything, unfortunately. A bastard sword. Okay. Again, one for which we are vastly underqualified. I mean, technically a longsword is a bastard sword, and a bastard sword is a longsword. It's two different names for the same thing. Actually, wait, no, and also a broadsword as well. So knowing a bloody bandage, we'll go wash that. There's water just out this way, isn't there? Oh god, it's all the way back there somewhere, isn't it? That is a long way to go to wash a bandage. Can I just go back and do it later? I mean, this is empty, damn it. Okay. So, at the end of a cliff south of the Bastion. Well, we haven't really been able to get south of the Bastion yet, so now we're going to live really dangerously and just take this plunge. And since it is decidedly dark down here, the divine said, "Let there be light." And there was light, and it was good. And there was a mace in his hand. No, we are not the divine, we are a servant of the divine. Hello. This is mace. This, mushroom. Mushroom, go and pack. Just like other mushroom. Hello. Have we... That's a lantern. We have not been here before. And presumably we shall emerge at this point here. Locked in a tower. With a fish that has been nicely cooked for us. Not that we currently need it or have the space to carry it. We have a nice bed that we could rest in. Okay. You dream of a sky filled with storm clouds. And now can we get off the bed, please? We are off the bed. Automatically. I didn't need to press any buttons to do it. Ooh, hello. We can't take it, can we? Azram's oil. Some regions of Ariaf are so inhospitable that even the air is difficult to breathe. Azram the Elder, a wandering alchemist, eventually devised a solution. Inhaled... Let's put this there. This there. This there. Inhaled, the vapours of this oil provide additional breathable air. Doubtless extremely useful at some point in the future. For now, though... no, that we're not gonna... Okay. Dear door. That's the one. Yes. Sorry about this. Okay, no, wait. There we go. I notice that our dreaming doesn't seem to have diminished the duration of our light spell, and we should see where this leads us. Oh, this is presumably how we get to the top of the boards that were above the rat caves, right? That is going to be too small for us to get through. Although... Hello? Leather boots. We'll just eat that. Put those there. These are in better condition. Wait, that's water. Bet we can't. Bet we should try. We can't. Nice try, though. Yes, I could go the other way, but I'm going to explore this. Hello? Okay. Extra breathable air. We have Azram's oil and may need it. Although it would probably be better if we had a good idea where we were going. That looks more like a magical barrier. That looks more like... nasties. Okay, and we have exactly two. And we have two poisonous tunnels. This seems very intentional. For now, we shall follow the breathable air. Ooh. A wastelander with an arrow in his back. At least it looks like a wastelander. There may be archers. More importantly, a shrine awaits us. And this was all obtained from dropping down a boarded up hole in the floor. Locked. Yep. And very locked. Okay. While I could probably burn down the door, keeping a locked door there in a locked condition is probably a very good thing for me to do. Ooh, just need a little stretch and adjust my chair's position. It's drifted back away from the desk again, leading to arms stretching out towards the desk. Need to stretch in a different direction. By drifted, I mean my feet have slowly pushed in that way, probably over time. Right, now. I'm going to hazard a guess that the door here is extremely locked. Hello. And that the individuals behind it, it's not extremely locked. Very well then. It is extremely shut though. Beware of sun traps on walls. This is locked though. And as usual, the lock is beyond our skill. That's okay. We should absolutely get another light spell going. Because a light spell keeps our shield hand... Oh, come on. You're taking the fucking piss now. Again, open doors leading to rooms with locked doors. Shame. And thus our remaining options appear to be the 2 poisoned tunnels. This one looks unlike poison. I wonder. It's red. So, probably the wrong kind of barrier. I think that worked on blue barriers. So now... let's pop this here. And save our game. Because it's looking a bit nasty, isn't it? You know what? That looks very poisonous. We'll stick it on the death run save. Wait. Oh god. Fucking... Wherever, right, you are an arse. Right, we'll do that, and we're fucking dead. What a waste. Right, well, it would appear that is clearly the way to go. And that I could have handled that much better. Actually. Ooh. Okay. So let's say it's slime, so my armor isn't going to do much good anyway. Same almost goes for my shield, so I can't get my load down much lighter. Okay. So if I just run through the area... then the fuckers are slowing me down anyway, or something. Okay, this is a new way. It's not a good way. Oh god, walking on that is probably really bad. Oh joy! I mean, this is just somewhere I do not want to go. Oh, that can't be the way. Well, in which case, there would appear to be but one more option available to me. Which also appears to not be available, but we'll see about that. So, in the interest of my survival, I shall blatantly backtrack and attempt to ascend once more to the higher level where the lift remains, waiting for me. So I need to go back down under here. Underground, overground, wombling free, just like Mr. Underhill. Now, if you've watched the Lord of the Rings films, you might not get the Mr. Underhill reference. It was slipped in there in the wrong place very slyly. Originally, it is the name that Gandalf tells Frodo to use as a travel name to disguise his identity on the way to Bree. Oh, there's a step here. Actually, that step means we may very well not need to use magic. But we probably need to use magic. Go, you fucking idiot! He just runs up to the step here and starts trying to jump on the... Oh, you fucking moron. Right, okay. Look. Where'd it go? Yuck thing. Yeah, that's right. Get back up there. Waste an entire hag's foot. Trust me, you'll be grateful later. Especially if this leads to a forge where we can repair our equipment. I'm not sure which cliff that rat thinks he buried his... Right, first off, I'm going to use this shrine to resave my location. Because if I go back through that way again... Ugh, horrid. Ah well. We're learning as we explore. Look, that whole gas-filled... slime monster nightmare may very well be suited to a different kind of character build, but currently we do not have enough air herbs to get us air herbal potion mixes to get us through this. And I'm not going to walk down there. And indeed it appears there is no need to. For I may stand here and command the lever to rise me up. And get well clear of the archway so I don't get my head crushed on it. Okay. I believe I have some already somewhere. But that appears to not be the case. I may need these to ignite flammable objects. I do have a spell though. And we are safely out. Keep out in a dangerous area. There's another couple of powder kegs, which implies to me that this gate... Oh, we're here! Right, hello you. You are alone. Oh shit. Maybe not so alone. Oh, fuck. How... bastard cunt thing, shitwanker. Well, you know what? If I'm going to be at the bottom of the fucking stairs, bottom of the lift again, I'm just going to do that instead. Oh no, I've just realised what I've done. Oh no. Yep, that's right. Well then, in that case, at least I know what I'm doing. I am not going into the slime-filled, gassy nightmare. And once again, I've been faced with a number of locked doors. It's like playing a really bad horror game where they think that locked doors are the most scary things ever, and they just present you with a lot of them. Until you find the one that you're supposed to be allowed to go through. That's not really a horrifying experience, that's a tedious experience of check every door until one actually works. Now, come on, we can stand up now. Now here we go. Better lighten the load. It's not quite enough, is it? It is now. Let's just look at our leather armor for a moment. Okay, it's not that impressive. I just wanted to check if it was similar to the color of the gloves. And it's not. There we go. Our location has been marked. We need much more stamina. So what do? Do we go kill the archer first? I think we might need to. He will be rather easier to slay. That descended rather quickly. Now, that shrine can be extremely painful if we're not careful, but we were careful. Once again, the sign says keep out. These might allow us to get near the top of the wall, but I'm not sure that's going to be particularly helpful. So, I will save the game and open the gate. Hey you. The kick, almost always. How? Fucking hell. The kick almost always seems to work, except for when it doesn't. What I don't want to do is have to exploit the respawn mechanic to be able to finish them off, like some kind of weird Dark Souls situation, because they will retain the damage. You get down. Oh, that was shit. Oh, fucking hell, okay. Okay, that wasn't wise. We'll do that again. Fucking hell! Okay, gotta kill the archer first. That's starting to annoy me now. I'll tell you what though, I think it was human enemies there before in the demo and they were a lot less dangerous. Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because in the demo at this point we were like level 5. Okay, well if I just kick you, right, and then I run over here and give you a couple of good whacks with my mace, that's not enough. Oh shit. Okay. How the fuck does it do so much damage all the time? Wait, I think I know the answer to that question. Because I'm not wearing my armor, am I? That's probably how. Yeah, look at that. The weapon and shield alone is going to encumber me, so I might as well get some proper protection and go out there and get the shit kicked out of me, because I will be massively overconfident. So I do that, shield up. How? How the fuck do they do so much damage? That's annoying. What's going to be more annoying is reloading and forgetting to equip my armor before I open the gate again, so I'm going to have to save the bloody game again. Get some proper protection on. Okay. Okay, you, mate, are gonna get fucked with a mace. Okay, let's say fuck that and go and hide in here for a bit. And pray. Right, I just want to get my stamina back. And heal up. Got the bugger. Which means I haven't got a clue where his weapon's gone. And he was the main arsehole. With glowing eyes, this one, and a pulsating clavicle. Right, well, that went rather well, and if I leave the area and return, his body should vanish, leaving me with the ability to pick up his weapon. So I should now be able to deal with the archer. With this low-grade temporary shield, no, it's not bad, he turned around. Yeah. Yeah, you go down, pal. I seem to recall it being a bit dangerous over here. Is it 2 or 3 buildings? I think we have to go and get 3 things to unlock something to progress, and one of them's over here. I think I can... No. Down there is, I believe... Yes. No, we're up. It's that bridge. You remember earlier in the episode when I looked up at that bridge and said rather innocently, I think we can walk across that bridge. I even talked about there being like arches and buildings or something on this side. Yeah. My memory then was better than it is at this point in the episode. And there is light inside there. That can't be good. Is this? Nope, it's not. Okay. So we'll look for a patch of disturbed ground at the edge of a cliff. With a ring of glowing mushrooms. So no such thing. Okay. Well, that does look a bit like disturbed ground, but it's not. Shame. That reminds me of the beginning of the Dwarfs level, at the beginning of Severance, Blade of Darkness. A game I think I would struggle to play nowadays because of the controls. The new remastered version or re-released version, whatever it's called, uses like Dark Souls style controls, which are strangely at odds with the original where you were supposed to use those controls. Push, we've learned a new spell. One we may not be able to cast. Okay, no, it's a fairly low requirement. And we might even... Yeah. We don't have this stone yet. Interesting. Which hints that we may be getting it. I think this key opens the door in that courtyard that the Wastelanders were guarding. And it would be very nice to find some kind of blacksmith or merchant in this area, but there basically isn't going to be one, is there? I'm going to have to go all the way back out of this area to mend my equipment. Which, in all fairness, would be a very... cannot be combined. Okay, there we are, just wrong angle. But yeah, repairing my gear seems like a very good idea. Death to all thieves, says the notice. This one says... Trading Post Lysandria. Bet you there isn't a trader in there. If there is, they are locked away, protecting themselves against the brutal Wastelanders. An old map. Incredibly useful. Oh, are there traps around here? I think there are traps. But I also think the sun traps had not been created at this point yet in the game's cycle. Locked. Not locked. Okay, and stairs that lead up to a... I think beyond that door, that's an external door, and I can fight out there. This is an external door too. By which I seem to remember a man in leather armor with a short sword who was a really good fighter. Okay, nothing yet. Of course it's locked. Which means this door which is the one we could blatantly see from up here, was locked, but we have the key. Or it was a door that would open from this side. There's another key and stairs that descend. Trading Post East key. So this feels like an area we are supposed to traverse rather than trade in. I mean, that's pretty obvious by this point, but whatever those are, they look like something we should avail ourselves of. Two bags of ancient moth dust. If we find any more blue magical barriers, we shall be well prepared to pass through them. Our experience total is doing very nicely, but our equipment is rather the worse for wear, except for this magical helmet that never seems to get damaged or do anything. Like, protect us very much. I don't think it's been fully statted up yet. Now, in theory, and I'm biting my lips slightly as I say this, and I'm risking... Oh, I should not have done that. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's just lock that again, because we clearly need to find a way to open these grates. That grate in particular. I don't believe I saw a lever up here. Indeed. That would definitely appear to be the case. And I could probably just walk around that side in that case. So, let's just head back outside. Barracks, I believe, are over there. Because I haven't found... Wait, I'm going to be incredibly stupid and believe the barracks may contain a forge. They probably won't. Instead, they will just be impossible to open, in which case the barracks key might be... No visitors past this point. I think we get to there through the trade post and then through that way. I don't remember how to get there through the trade post, but I think I really need to go and mend my equipment. Hello? Is it? No. That's not the tip of his weapon. It's the tip of his loincloth. Not the same thing at all. If his loincloth is his weapon, we should be very afraid. It is, at this point, a long run back to anywhere where I can repair my belongings. And yet it would seem that is what I must do. That would be a rather boring episode for next time, wouldn't it? So let's take a little jog this way. Because honestly, once we get to a certain point, we can say it's not much longer. Because we don't need to go all the way back to the castle. We can mend our non-leather equipment at the forge by the merchant in the... what's it? It's not Wastelands, it's something else. Also, you know, since we do have a map... okay, lower and upper. Now, these bits are blurry. I'm going to... Oh no, it just loaded slowly. I was going to presume that the locations I had not yet visited were just intentionally blurry so that I could see where I had been, where it was nice and bright and clear, and where I had not. There is a tiny possibility the barracks key will be of some assistance regarding the locked door in here. Either of them, actually. I find it highly unlikely. Actually, all three. Right, try the lock. This is the one I had hopes for, but those hopes are dim. Especially now that I've tried it. It's such a long way back to a forge. Come to think of it, actually. Let's go on. And see if I can reacquaint myself with this little journey. Because once I get back to these survivors... Just here? Just here, yes. There is a merchant that I can sell things to. And he's over here with a Welsh name.
Do not touch me. I am of noble birth.
Do you need anything? Indeed I do. Let's
Perhaps
trade.
you have something for me today. For a
Look.
change.
It's... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll sell those to make ourselves a bit of space
Feel free
so
to
we
come
can wield
again.
the hammer
Maybe bring something valuable next time.
and repair our belongings. It occurs to me that I might not have spoke to this chap and let him know that the other two men were dead.
Greetings, outsider.
Yes? Have you found Sawil and Ewan? I have found Sawil and Ewan. They were both attacked and killed by creatures in the tunnel. They died fighting bravely, they weren't total wimps. Those are truly sad news, but if that's the case, we'll have to move on to the fortress without them. Here's some gold and provisions. I wish I could reward you better for your help. Perhaps you could reward me with some experience points.
Farewell.
In fact, it looks like you veritably have. We are now extremely close to leveling. Once I make my way a little further in Serpent's Bastion, I will probably be able to level up. For now, though, I'm making a beeline for the nearest forge because I want to repair my items and regain my combat effectiveness. Those wastelanders I've begun to encounter... Oh, I have a bandage to wash. The wastelanders I've begun encountering in the fortress are a rather dangerous lot. They strike hard and fast. It's almost as if they don't need to use stamina. They do not tire. Whereas I am about to have many irons in the fire, none of which shall be called Jeremy, obviously, because that would just be really tacky and stupid and make me like a chav or a dickhead or something, you know, and I'm not like that. At least not. Anyway, excellent, excellent. So yeah, it's just hammer, mason, armor, really. Speaking of which... let's hammer away. If we had a good smithing song, now would be the time to sing it. That reminds me, it might be nice to try to play Return to Moria again at some point in the not too distant future. The issue I ran into with that game is that the places I was supposed to explore were becoming so far away from my base of operations that I was clearly supposed to set up a new one because the journey back and forth was just getting too long and would lead to fatigue. You are indeed in excellent condition, good shield. So yeah, you know, in terms of time, resources, exhaust, it wasn't effective to travel back and forth between them. And I needed to set up a base at a point where I hadn't really established a good safe place to set up a base just yet. Well, you're getting donned. I will not call you Camillo. Again, a reference fit. Come on, there's an entire fucking furnace here. What is wrong with you? The Little World of Don Camillo is a series of popular cartoons from the late 40s, early 50s, shortly after the Second World War in Italy. Set in a little mountain village. Don Camillo is a priest. Mayor Peponi is a communist mayor. The priest and the mayor rarely get on. It was originally a series of cartoons. Later dramatized as a radio serial on Radio 4 many years ago. I need to... There we go, that's more familiar numbers. And now there's a merchant in the vicinity I should go and see. Memorable, because as it was a mountain mining village, they gave all the characters like Yorkshire accents, and Mayor Peponi was played by Sean Prendergast, who was also in one episode of The Bill, and most memorably for me, in all 3 episodes of Njal's Saga, broadcast on Radio 4 as The Tree of Strife, back in the... I want to say late 80s, not early 90s. It was a very good production and remarkably faithful to the original saga. A very good listen. Hello.
Hail, Hadrius.
Yeah, look, I
Let's
want
see
to...
what you have.
I want to not be carrying around all these heavy things, so... Skill level 15. Skill level 12. Strength 20, strength 15. Wait. 96. So it is slightly better than the Royal Sword. Two-handed, mind. And only slightly better than the Royal Sword. So it's not that good. This we can practically use. I wouldn't just yet. 53, so we are many points of strength and dexterity away from wielding many of these weapons effectively. I do believe I don't need 2 bows. There we go. Uh, 56 and 245s as opposed to 54, 60, yeah, okay, 66, and yeah, this is going to do us much better. We are going to be leveling relatively soon, in about 700 experience time. 732, to be precise. So a little way off yet, at which point it may very well be another dexterity level, to be honest. Because honestly, the dexterity, the lacking dexterity is having a bigger impact on our weapon use than the lacking strength, although we should work on that strength. Additionally, 20 skill points, that's amazing.
Dangerous times indeed.
Looks like we're getting a point in blunt weapons next level, doesn't it? And wherever our stat point goes, we shall see. Clearly, at this point, I should be a little more focused on the adventure. So I'm going to end the episode here. Yeah. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, as we explored a little bit more of Serpent's Bastion, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time. I'll say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone. See you all soon.